Hello students, welcome to 6th semester of BCA program. Hope all of you are fine. Take necessary precautions, use mask, sanitizer and stay at home. Don't go outside unnecessarily. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. Because of this COVID-19 pandemic, we are continuing with the online classes even this semester. This semester I am handling web designing and programming subject for you. Before starting with the subject, let us go through the syllabus first. This is the syllabus of web designing and programming. Unit 1, which is of 8 hours, includes Introduction to World Wide Web, also contains information about web graphics design and web programming. Then Unit 2, that is of 10 hours, web design, that includes basics of HTML, XHTML and CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheet. Unit 3 introduces JavaScript, which is of 10 hours, and Unit 4, which is of 12 hours, which continues the JavaScript and also includes XML, that is Extensible Markup Language. Then Unit 4, again 10 hours, and this introduces to the basics of PHP and also some advanced topics in PHP. So this is the syllabus of web designing and programming, which we will be studying in the subsequent sessions. So let's start with the first unit, that is Introduction to Web Programming. The World Wide Web. Most of us already know the word www, but very few of you know what www exactly means. So let's study what www is. Okay, before knowing about www, it is very necessary to know what is internet. Internet, as we all are using today, it is part of our life, and it is the invention of this internet can be traced back to 1960s, when the US Department of Defense developed the first network which connected 3 computers and which was funded by the Advanced Research Project Agency, that is ARPA, and so it is called as ARPANET. This network was initially created for research related works. Then in 70s, 80 and 80s we had BITnet, that is because it's time network, and CSNet, that is computer science network, which is an improved version of the ARPANET. Then in 1986 we had NSFNet, that is National Science Foundation network, which connected supercomputer centers, academic institutions and research laboratories. And this NSFNet actually replaced ARPANET in 1990. This NSFNet connected more than 1 million computers around the world. In 1995, a small part of the NSFNet become a research network, and the rest is known as, or rest came to be known as the internet. So this is how an internet is evolved. In 1960 we had NSF, we had ARPANET, which initially connected three computers, and today we have an internet which connects thousands of computers worldwide. So internet, it is a global communication system that links together thousands of individual networks. It allows exchange of information between two or more computers on a network. Internet helps in transfer of messages through email, chat, video and audio conferences. Internet has become mandatory for our day-to-day activities like bills payment, online shopping, surfing, tutoring, working, communicating with peers, and so many things today are done with the help of internet. So internet, it is network of networks, or you can say it is interconnection of the networks worldwide. Then what is World Wide Web or WWW? World Wide Web, which is also known as simply web, or we also call it as WWW. World Wide Web, it is a collection of websites or web pages stored in a web servers and connected to local computers through the internet. So World Wide Web, it is nothing but a huge collection of websites or web pages which are stored on the web servers. We can access these web pages or websites through the help of internet. The websites or web pages contains text, it contains images, audios, videos, animations, etc. The users can access the content of these sites from any part of the world. The content of these websites can be accessed from any part of the world over the internet using the devices such as the computers, laptops, cell phones, and so on. So this World Wide Web can be accessed through from any part of the world by using the devices like computers, laptops, and so on. The WWW along with internet enables the retrieval and display of text media to your devices. So text and media can be accessed from our devices worldwide by using WWW. So in short, WWW, we can say it is a huge collection of web pages or websites which are accessed through the internet. So there is a different, many of us have a confusion about internet and World Wide Web. We feel both internet and World Wide Web as same, but both internet and World Wide Web are not same, both are different. Internet, yes, it is a hardware part of it, whereas World Wide Web, we can say it is a software part of it. So internet, it is the interconnection of the computers worldwide and the related hardwares like the routers and all. Whereas World Wide Web, as it is defined here, it is simply some collection of websites which are accessed through the internet. History of WWW. The English scientist Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989. His idea of World Wide Web was implemented on Next computer at CERN in 1990. So he implemented his idea of www on the Next computer at CERN. So Tim Berners-Lee, he was working at CERN. So CERN, it is European Organization for Nuclear Research. The CERN, it is Council European pour la Recherche Nucléaire, which is also called as European Organization for Nuclear Research. The Tim Berners-Lee wrote the first web browser. The World Wide Web can be accessed through the web browser, and at that time there were no other browsers to access the World Wide Web. So Tim Berners-Lee wrote the first web browser in the year 1990 while employed at CERN near Geneva, Switzerland. This browser was released outside the CERN in 1991, and it was first released to the research institutions starting in the January 1991, and it is also released to the public in August 1991. So this browser, the name of that browser, it is the same that is World Wide Web, which was developed by this Tim Berners-Lee. This browser was renamed with the name Nexus in order to save confusion between the program and the abstract information space, which is now spelled as World Wide Web. So to remove the confusion between the browser and the World Wide Web, because the name was same, the browser was renamed as Nexus. The World Wide Web has been central to the development of the information age and is the primary tool billions of people use to interact on the internet. So today the World Wide Web, or WWW, it is part of our life, or you can say it is very important part of our life. We do lots of things by using the World Wide Web today. We cannot imagine our life today without this WWW. World Wide Web operation. How World Wide Web works? World Wide Web works as per the internet's basic principle, that is client server model, or basic model, that is client server model, as it is shown in the diagram. In client server model, we have a client, that is a web browser, and a server, that is a web server. So client server model, the client always requests for something and the server responds with the requested resource. So this is the basis on which the client server model works, and on the same basis the World Wide Web operates. The servers stores and transfer web pages or informations to the users. So this web servers stores web pages. So all web pages are stored on the web servers. Stores web pages or information to user's computer on the network when requested by the user. It stores the web pages, and these web pages are transferred to the client or the browser whenever it is requested by the user. The computer of a user who requests document from a server is known as the client. So client is a computer of a user who requests for documents from the server. So a client, yes, we can consider a client as a web browser because the request to the servers can be made by using a web browser like the Chrome Mozilla and so many. So we can consider that as a client, or in general a client can be a computer from which you are sending a request for a web page to the server. Browsers, which is installed on the user's computer, allows users to view the retrieved document. So this document or web page which is stored on the web servers can be viewed by using the web browsers. So web browsers allow us to view and retrieve the documents. Hypertext markup language, HTML. We have seen what is www, that is simply a collection of web pages. These web pages are created by using a language that is HTML, that is hypertext markup language. So HTML, it is simply collection of tags. So HTML is a standard markup language which is used for creating web pages. It describes the structure of web page through HTML elements or tags. So the structure of a web page can be described by using HTML elements, or we also call it as tags. These tags are used to organize piece of content such as the heading, paragraph, table, images, and many more. So all these contents are organized on the web page by using different tags. We have different tags for headings, paragraphs, and so on. In this image on the right hand side, you can see some tags which are defined in HTML. So we have HTML title, body tag. In simple words, HTML is used to display text, images, and other resources through a web browser. Okay, so this is about the hypertext markup language, and that's it in today's session. We will stop here. Thank you.